lately we've been hearing so much negativity about the state of the economy. But then Paychex goes and reports a phenomenal quarter. This is a huge payroll processor for small, medium-sized business with a big outsourced human capital management business. So they have some real insight into the heart of the economy. And that's why when Paychex reports a modest top and bottom line beat, very encouraging conference call, sent the stock up 4% today. It means something, like I said at the top of the show. This is a good sign. Do not take it from me. Let's check in with John Gibson, the president and CEO of Paychex, to get a better read on the quarter. Mr. Gibson, welcome back to Mad Money.
Hey, Jim, it's great to be back with you.
All right. Well, I've got to tell you, there's so much gloom that it's been scary. And I know a lot of people are just saying to me over and over again, look, we're really watching it. Things could fall over. And then, John, I read your quarter and I read all the notes that you've come out with. I just don't feel like I can be as negative as everyone else is after reading your stuff.
Well, Jim, there's no question. This is an interesting time. Small businesses are expressing optimism and uncertainty all at the same time. And my general view is anytime emotion is leading us, I like to look at the data. And what I can tell you when I look at our data, I'm not seeing any signs of a recession in our data. The underlying labor market remains fundamentally healthy. We continue to see moderate growth for small businesses. We see wages continuing to be moderate. Look, I think job growth has been relatively stable the last year in small businesses and been in line with historical averages. So right now, we're not seeing anything. There's certainly a lot of concern and uncertainty. And hopefully, as we get through April 2nd, that'll calm down. And I think the optimism that small businesses have will continue to propel us.
I'm glad you brought up April 2nd, because when I read through what you're saying, I say, okay, the companies that are small business, they themselves are doing well, but they have a lack of confidence that comes from Washington. I don't want to be political here, but there is an element which just says, wow, what the hell's going on there, and could it wreck my business? And I don't think that's such a bad view to be worried about.
Well, Jim, look, I would say this about small businesses. Regardless of what's going on in Washington on any day or any topic, I always go back to this. Small businesses are very resilient. We've been through hurricanes, floods, fires, global crises, a global pandemic, and small businesses continue to lead the U.S. economy. And I think generally entrepreneurs are optimists. And I think that there's optimism there. There's things in Washington that they're hearing that they like, and there's other things that they don't like. So we have this weird state we're in right now in terms of optimism and uncertainty at the same time. And I think that we get through some of this uncertainty and there's more clarity on what's going forward. I think the optimism is going to win the day.
Well, are you seeing anyone who's now saying, you know what, we're getting some deregulation. We're getting some of the breaks that we expected if we voted out the Biden people, Vice President Harris, and brought in Trump?
Well, I would say this, Jim. Look, there was a spike in optimism in small businesses. And when you and I last talked in that December timeframe, what I told you is there's a lot of optimism, but I'm not seeing action. I wasn't seeing the acceleration in hiring. I wasn't seeing the acceleration in business formations. And then uncertainty came, and I also haven't seen action. So we're not seeing whether that's our HR generalists engaging our clients in trying to prepare for any type of downsizings. We're not seeing it. And in fact, what we're seeing is a very stable small business macro environment at this time. I'm sure a lot of small businesses are waiting to see that the tax situation gets resolved. They're waiting to see the deregulation start to come through. And they're probably waiting to see some of these things and some of this talk on tariffs. But when you look at the data, I'm not seeing anything to be concerned about in the short term.
I really like that. I mean, that's just terrific, because I like empirical. I don't like emotional. Now, speaking of waiting, you've got a very big deal that's about to close. Is it your expectation that there could be tremendous synergies, perhaps, and there'll be a lot of cross-selling?
Yes, Jim, I'm very excited. We made a lot of great progress in the third quarter, not only just in the fundamentals of driving revenue growth and adjusted earnings per share up 8%, but we also made good progress on completing the acquisition of Paycor, which we announced in January. We now expect that to close in the coming weeks. Based upon what we know now and the planning, we now expect to exceed the $80 million cost synergies targets that we set back at the start of the deal. And I've been very, very happy with how things are going, both in terms of putting the teams together, in terms of looking at our product set. And when we get this deal announced in the next several weeks, we're really going to have the most comprehensive, flexible, and innovative set of HCM solutions in the industry, really built for organizations of all sizes. And so this is an exciting time for Paychex. I think it's an exciting time to be in our industry.
I definitely agree with you, and I think that's one of the reasons why the stock popped, was you had a very good overview about what's going to happen with Paycor. Now, we always, if there's anyone who has something that's intelligent that can add to the AI debate, it would be you, because small, medium-sized businesses would be the people I'm most concerned that maybe they're worried about AI, but perhaps they're just optimists when it comes to AI too.
Jim, you're absolutely right. You know, we've been introducing AI into our products, as you know, for probably the last 3 years. Matter of fact, we won an AI award before ChatGPT was launched. No one knew what AI was. And now what we see, we just did a survey on this, small businesses are already using AI to drive productivity and drive their business. They're using it today. And what we're finding with our clients is when we package the AI technology with our proprietary data set, we can bring powerful insights to them that enable them to really punch above their weight. They can now compete against bigger companies, and they can be more effective in competing in their local markets. And so I think the power of AI for small businesses is just going to be really fantastic.
Do you find that it's good for them to be able to find people who want to work for them? Because I know that there's, at a certain level, there's still a dearth of talent. At other levels, there's starting to be a lot of talent. But when you try to do a search, it's almost impossible. But with AI, it seems very easy to do.
It is, and in fact, we introduced the Paychex Recruiting Copilot, and that actually is a product that has over 20 million workers in it. You can tell them what you're looking for, and it will give you a curated list of both active people that are active in the job market, but also the inactive, so people you may want to reach out to. We've seen a lot of success for that upmarket. Now, Jim, one of the things we're looking at is how can we package that better for the small entrepreneurial owner who maybe doesn't want to use the AI tool. They want us to use the AI tool for them and then have us reach out on their behalf and actually help them find the candidate and place that candidate forward. That's where our HR outsourcing really comes in, and that's been one of our fastest growing businesses, as you know.
God, that makes so much sense. It just makes so much sense. Well, look, congratulations. You led the market today. The analysts are finally getting on board. They understand the juggernaut that you have. John Gibson is the president and CEO of Paychex. It's great to have you on the show.
Jim, it's always great to be with you.
Excellent. Mad Money's back after the break.
Coming up, Cramer takes your calls, and the sky's the limit. It's a fast-fire lightning round. Next. Don't miss a second of Mad Money. Follow @Jim Cramer on X. Have a question? Tweet Cramer. #MadMentions. Send Jim an email to madmoney@cnbc.com or give us a call at 1-800-743-CNBC. Miss something? Head to madmoney.cnbc.com.